Alright, hope everybody's having a good Monday. I just came back from the mail, and this is very appropriate because I was going to talk about my stamp album here, and I kind of got some stamps in here. This is from the Palomar Mountain Post Office. Unfortunately, you can barely read that. It's been smudged super bad. But I found a Palomar Observatory stamp there, and I found a Palomar postcard. These things are a little bit more expensive than you want to pay. They're usually about $5, but I got it for $1. So unfortunately, the cancel got smudged. It's really too bad because I worked really hard. I really enjoyed that. Oh, and by the way, they just said, well, phooey on those stamps. We don't care. They're worthless. So don't cancel my stamps, please. I was going to show these, and I will try to. I got the camera in one hand and another. These are the 1949 Eureka Sports stamps. And I think I got 5 of them. If I tried to buy all of them, it would have been $75 in shipping that he would have had to, return something like $70 worth of it or something like that. And that would have been a lot of money to be tied up. So, decided not to do that. And we'll get all these out of here. This is not the main gist of the video here, but we will show these because they're here. We have Alvin Dark, so that's really pretty cool. Supposedly these are unused, so that's really cool. Grading of these is just really impossible, I don't know. There's a Gene Hermansky. I got what I could get here. And we have Jeff Heath. That was just a really cool image of Jeff Heath. Hopefully this is showing up well. And we have Eddie Stanky, a name you've heard of. And the last one here is with Johnny Sane. A little damage to the top there, but I believe these are all never been licked, and that's usually not the case. So that's really cool. But I wanted to review my United Nations stamp album here, and because I'm going to be going to a stamp show this weekend, hopefully I'll find some for my album here. But I also found out that eBay, tons and tons and tons of stamp vendors want to get rid of their UN stamps as fast as they can, and there's a ton of 99-cent dollar type listings that are free shipping, so that's really, really cool. So, as I mentioned before in one of my videos, the cover is broken. I actually did have a plastic piece here, but that got used in an emergency for somebody's car. I twirled the plastic and MacGyvered a funnel so the guy could get his coolant in his car, and there went my funnel. That went for my plastic to repair the hinge. You can't buy this album anymore. It's out of print. And there's one on eBay for $75, but it comes with like nearly all the stamps, and that would undo all the work I've done. It starts off at 1951 here, and you can see I'm missing a few here. These are the black mounts here that somebody else, I think, put in there. Some of those might have been ones that I had laying around from other albums. People cannibalize stamp albums all the time and redo them to their liking. Unfortunately, some of the supplements are screwed up in here. And the weird thing is you can either buy one stamp, like this one here, for $1. Sometimes you can get almost the entire year for $1, including this Chagall window stamp sheet there. Sometimes that's separate, but usually, for $1 or $2, you can almost get the whole 1967 set instead of one stamp. But again, the problem is if you only need that one stamp and somebody has a whole set, those are all duplicating, and what do you do with those? You supposedly can, out of New York City at certain post office, I think you can send these out as regular postage if you have the right amount, or use it in addition to. So that's really pretty cool. But only New York, Geneva, if you have the Geneva stamps, and I think if you have the Vienna stamps, Geneva and Vienna. But we want to go to some of these more interesting pages here, at least to me there is. So, this is 1976 to 78, and I guess they started getting a little lazy there and stopped doing them by year, and that's kind of unfortunate because I don't know what years are which. And we go to the prior page here, and we see this one with a wheat. I think it's wheat in the middle of there, that wheat design. Well, that wheat design shows up right here again. And then these are empty, and I mark D, not for deceased as I do in baseball, but D for duplicate. And so those have duplicated, and for whatever reason, these supplements, when they came out, maybe they duplicated, and that's the unfortunate thing about buying old albums. They change the supplements from year to year, and if you bought like a UN album now, it would have up to present or whatever like that, but this person stopped, I want to say, in the early 80s, and then I have some other supplements from the 1986, but it doesn't encompass the Geneva and the Vienna, I think, so I'm missing some of the postcard sections. But I'll show you. Oh, also there's some other interesting UN stamps that don't have a value. They're just collector item pieces. But like, for example, here's a 1983 set. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stamps or whatever. They came out of some junk bins or what have you. Maybe some, like, you know, discount postage lots. But I got this entire 1983 set here for $1 free shipping on eBay. And so, but there's somebody who wants $1.45 just for that one stamp, or sorry, almost $2 just for that one stamp. So you have to do your researching, and you can get a bunch of deals. Also, the stamp dealers put a lot of really interesting stamps on your envelopes. You know, if it was a stamp dealer out of New York, he might use some UN stamps. And you probably remember that video that I had of the guy using a UN stamp out of San Francisco or whatever, which was totally illegal. It was like a 10-cent stamp or whatever, and the post office didn't catch it. I mean, they don't cancel stamps anymore at the post office. Why would they catch it? So let's get back to here. And these are United Nations envelopes. And I was absolutely shocked at how many of these I had. But I think I got these at the stamp shop for 50% of the value. So, like, I think I found this one for 2 cents. You know, so, and that's, you know, that's probably a $2 or $3 envelope all day long. Some of those. You can see these are missing here. Those are a little harder to get, the 52 and the 54, the same design. And some of these are going to be first day covers, first day envelopes, that sort of thing. So you can see the cached envelope right there and right there. Some of them will have this, but they will not have this. Like this one is totally blank. Try to scoot back a little bit here. And then there's a couple more. Again, some of them you can buy the special things for it, and this one I didn't have. You know what? These are expensive, or even find somebody who has those. And this one just has an envelope, you know, postcard thing on it. So that's how that one is put together. But you see, office in Geneva, I think either somebody had those in there and they were taken out, or somebody was planning to put them on there. And you know, a lot of these pages are custom as well too. Let's go and see. So I had almost all the postcards. I was missing like 2, except for those earlier ones. I was missing just a couple. See, like this one here I found on eBay for $1 free shipping. And this one here is one of the mounts for the next one. I actually have that one now. It's coming from the same seller. And here's this one here, but I don't have a holder for that one. It's one of those you fold up there. And I already had that one. That was pretty cool. But I found, this is the UN New York one. I think I found the UN Geneva one of those. So it will have a different, it won't say 15 cents here. It'll say something else. But, and I'm going to put some of my UN postcards, just a picture of the building in here, the assembly or whatever. I'm going to put those in one of these pages. And you can buy these generic United Nations pages here. I mean, I think you can. They're hard to find. Here's one that I got at a junk bag, and it turns out it's too new for my collection here. These are like first day covers. I think they had somebody's address on it, or something was damaging the envelopes. And I'm not sure what these pages are for with these big white areas around it, but I think that's whatever you want to do with. I've seen them in different collections. Somebody will put blocks of 4 or 6 or 4 in here, or they'll do something like this, take a damaged envelope, cut it, and put it in there. Sorry for the poor angles. I had a better tripod set up and it just didn't work. And see, here's another one that I cannibalized and fit in that collection. These, for whatever reason, didn't really need to be in here, but they were here, so I figured I had all these extras and might as well put them in there. And sometimes you can, let's see, what else do we have here real quickly here. So we get to, let's see, get back to here. There's like some unusual ones here. Here's like a United Nations offices in Geneva. I had to make that page. I had to make that page for 1977. So I have one of the cards. It's an odd-sized, foreign-sized postcard there. So I'm going to have to try to find, and there's one more that goes down here. I had to try to find better holders for that. And maybe the stamp show this weekend will provide me with some supplies. And I didn't want to go overboard on eBay, because what if I find a vendor that's clearing out his UN collection and I can fill up part of my book. This is a collection that I might actually be able to finish by the end of the year. I mean, I was able in just a moment's notice fill up 2 pages. Those flags, the flag page I showed you, I got 2 sets of those on the way that fills up. That's like 30 stamps. And at one time I counted 300 and some stamps or items that I was missing, but I didn't count the back part of it. We'll see. And here's another one. This one goes right here. Unfortunately, it's a larger size envelope, so I don't, and the seller did not have one of those, so I didn't buy that one from him. But really cool, very cheap. Check out United Nations Stamps and Collections. You can get a heck of a deal. Like I said, there's one of these albums, I don't know how far it goes to, $75, but I think $15 for shipping. Or no, $60. It works out to about $75 total. And that, if I had to do it over, that's what I would get. But where's the fun in that? I'm sure there were still some missing spots, but it was pretty complete. And like I said, half of that, the value is the binder. See, here's some more missing. Oh yeah, and here's one that came off an envelope. See, I saved an envelope one there. And so it just kind of neat, you know, piecemealing it from different sources, and I have the memory of putting this together instead of buying the complete album. But it's really fun when you can fill up a page all at once or get the little mini sheets or whatever. Really neat. So I'll show you those stamps when they come in. Hope you enjoy that look into a really cool collection here. And thank you for watching.